أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بل هو قرآن مجيد في لوح محفوظ. Today, inshallah, we will talk about the lawh al-mahfuz. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that there is a preserved tablet in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects His message to humanity. And the word lawh actually means something that is a wide, flat surface on which something is written. The location of this lawh is protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the content on this lawh is protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing can be added to it, nothing can be changed, nothing can be taken away. This is Allah's universal message to humanity, to keep us guided, to keep us on the straight path, and to keep us successful as we live on this earth before, inshallah, we meet Him in the hereafter. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us in the Quran that there is this preserved tablet in the heavens, but also in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Hijr, إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. Verily, we have sent down the Quran and we will protect it. So there is that lawh that is protected, and then there's also the Quran that was sent down to the Prophet. And this Quran that was sent down to the Prophet itself, this dhikr itself, is being protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we have seen that for over 1400 years. We start from the time of when Sayyidina Umar became concerned, radiallahu anhu. He became concerned that so many of the huffaz of the Quran, those who had memorized the Quran, were losing their lives in the battlefield during the leadership of Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. And he is the one that went to Abu Bakr and said, we are losing so many of those who have the Quran in their hearts. We need to do something about it. Let us collect all the leaves and bark pieces and the things that have the Quran written on it, and let us organize them and let us put together the first copy of the Quran. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was kind of hesitant. He said, this is something that the Prophet Muhammad didn't do. But subhanAllah, not only did Allah make sure that his Quran was protected since that time, but He also continues to make sure that this Quran is preserved in the hearts of millions of believers across the world. We call them huffaz al-Quran. And hafz means, like we said, people say the memorizers of the Quran. That's not the true essence of the meaning, because we said hafz means to protect or preserve. So those who have the Quran memorized in their hearts, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them the honor and the blessing and the responsibility of those who preserve and protect Allah's words in their hearts. In another ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us a question, and He says, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِّرٍ. Verily, we have made it easy for the Quran to be remembered. Is there anybody who will be mindful of it? So subhanAllah, Allah tells us, not only is there a lawh al-mahfuz, there is a preserved tablet in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserves His words, His Quran. He guards it and the angels guard it. There's also the Quran that was revealed, which is guarded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hearts of those who memorize it, and in the book that was first compiled by Abu Bakr and Umar, and then Uthman later on. But also Allah urges us and encourages us. He says to us, this Quran is easily remembered. So who is going to remember it and who is going to be mindful of it? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that, subhanAllah, you realize these huffaz, they tell you that once you get on the track of it, once you start memorizing one page, another page comes easy. Everything seems to flow. You see the pages of the Quran in front of your eyes and in your mind as you memorize. Allah makes it easy and Allah beautifies it for those who want to preserve it, who want to have that honor. But not only does He tell them that it is easy to remember, but He also then asks us, but who will be mindful of it? So it is our responsibility as believers not only to be of the ones who preserve it, but the ones who remember what it is asking us to do, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us to do through His words, that will become mindful of the Quran on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. Any situation that we face, we think, what does the Quran tell us? What does Allah order us? Where is there something in reference to this situation in the Quran? So we are mindful of it in everything that we do and all the choices that we make and all the words that we say. And then after we are mindful of it, then we take action upon it. These are the steps that we take with Allah's words. If this is what Allah made easy for us to remember, and this is what Allah wants us to be mindful of, then how are we going to put our actions, put Allah's words into action? How are we going to live by it? How are we going to be the walking Quran? As Aisha radiallahu anha described our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when people asked her after he passed away, describe our beloved Prophet to us, and she said he was like the walking Quran. He remembered it, he preserved it, he was mindful of it in everything that he did, and he walked upon the earth, acting upon everything that it ordered. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding the believers in this ayah. In this ayah in Surah al-Buruj, gives hope to the believers that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises you victory, if not today, then tomorrow, and if not in this world, then in the next, that Allah promises you honor, that Allah is there for you, and that these words are protected, and this promise is protected. Stay steadfast, be of those who are mindful of the Quran, be of those who live the Quran, and inshallah, you will meet the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.